This is one of my favorite training positions. It is black to move and it might look simple, but many of my students fail to solve it. Let's see if you guys can outsmart me, or perhaps you might just end up making the same mistake. So before we go on, I'd like you to pause this video and type the move you would play down in the comments below. And after that, we'll see if you guys were correct or not. And no edits are allowed. I hope you have locked in your move. If not, this is your last chance to do so. Now, those of you who have attended my classes know that I love to trick my students. In chess, we must be alert and we should practice this during training as well. Now, in this position, it's clear that the black rook needs to come back and defend because white's idea is to move his rook away and then give a check, forcing the king out. For instance, if we were to wait, then white will play a move like rook b6, and if king f8, then he'll give a check, king e7, and he'll bring his king to g7, and very soon we'll end up at the Lucena position. And we all know how to win that as white. So the most natural move is of course to play the move rook h7, to try to bring the rook back into the game this way. But this would be a huge blunder. And by the way, this is the move that almost all my students suggest. Now, if you want to, you can again pause the video and try to find white's winning move. Now, this is a very simple deflection. White simply plays rook f8 check, and after king takes f8, which is forced, now the rook is no longer defended, and white simply queens the pawn. There's nothing black can do about this. And this is how I trick most of my students. Now, the actual drawing method is actually quite easy, because if you look at it, white has a knight's pawn. And the nice part about the knight's pawn is that a passive defense actually works. Now keep in mind, a passive defense would not work against any other pawn. For instance, if white had a f, e, d or c pawn, this would be a disaster. But here black can play the move like rook a1. Now pretty much any other move on the first rank would have been equally good. And the idea is that if you play a move like rook c6, now we bring our rook back to the last rank, and there's really nothing white can do. White can try to play king h6, we will simply wait. And when white plays rook c7, we wait again. Now the only thing we need to remember is that after check, we go not to f8 because of king h7, followed by rook f7 and king g7. And this is suddenly a win. But instead, we go to h8. And the idea is that after rook h7, king g8, white can make no further progress. Because in order for white to make any progress, he would need to put his rook on the i7 square, which doesn't exist obviously, so this would be a draw. So please be honest with me, did I trick you? And if I did, then make sure to leave a like, and if I didn't trick you, then also leave a like and subscribe to this channel. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.